For the first time in 20 years, the Chariot has an engine and transmission. Motor mounts are in, transmission mount is not in. It's sitting over there and I need the new, mount, whatever you call it. Anyway, I'm a little antsy and I'm a little happy. I'm gonna set a battery in there and hook up all the stuff that went to it and see if it works. See if power comes to it. I ain't had a battery in over 20 years. See if power and stuff comes on and go from there. 5% left on the battery. Some major redneck ingenuity over there. Engine's in. I want to get inside this car where it's got power for the first time in 20 years and see, oh I fell, if it does a buzz or anything. We got nothing up in here. Nothing. Oh, I got a lot to plug in still. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Having some power issues. I'm not surprised I have. 20 years of sitting around, no telling what all's been jerked around on it and pulled and all that good stuff. So we'll call it a night, get cleaned up, come back, hit it tomorrow. Good night to the Chariot. What I'm working on is just cleaning up everything to get ready for a radiator. This engine was pulled basically out of a junkyard. It was a junkyard. And when he pulled it for me, he just went through and just started hacking and cutting. Not only that, my brother did the same thing because he planned on replacing everything. So we've got cut hoses and lines everywhere. So I'll be redoing all that stuff. And then since we figured out all the wiring finally, all that fun stuff right there, and we've got some loom, we'll get all that looking nice and pretty, put it in a loom where it's protected and looks nicer. Radiator, we'll redo these lines here. We got to clean out our fuel lines. See if I don't even know if that fuel pump works, to be honest with you. We'll have to clean from the back of the car all the way up to here. As you see, I got my big list here, so we'll just go all the way down it as time goes. So we'll start underneath the hood with all of our electrical stuff, cooling, fuelage, all that, and then go from there. You're doing what?
Scraping that off.
Scraping it off?
So I can make it soft.
Are you sanding it?
Yeah. So we can make it
Try to make it smooth?
Yeah.
Well, just so you know, this whole car's gonna have to be sanded down.
Everything is looking good back there.
Okay. That sounds good.
And then y'all guys can keep watching me if you want.
All right.
Guys, I got this brush and this spray, and I'm gonna be working on these. I'm just gonna be cleaning it with the brush and this.
Heading in the front of the vehicle and kicking on the pump. Let's see what we come up with. Here we go. Of it, letting it pull everything I can. We got some nasty out of there, but still a pretty decent color, so not too worried about it. Over time, we'll go through a lot of filters, I'm sure, but looking pretty good now. So if you follow along at all with this car, my dad parked this car in 1993. He was driving it to the drilling rigs and stuff, and he got a company truck, and it got parked because it needed so much work still. Never ran again. I think I bought a battery when I was like 12 for it. It would fire, then it got to where it just wouldn't fire anymore, and that was it. I pulled the engine right out of high school thinking I could rebuild it. The block was cracked. That was in 2000, 2001 maybe, and it's set ever since. No motor, no transmission, nothing. Now we've got a 351 Cleveland with a C4 in it. I've done some wiring here. No fuel lines hooked up, none of that, no exhaust. Transmission just sitting on the cross member. It's not bolted because I gotta get a new mount. But we poured some gas down the carburetor and we are gonna see if this thing will start for the first time in 30 years. First start in 30 years. Oh, I hear fire. It runs. That's what I'm talking about. So there it is. First start in 30 years. I have waited since I was a kid to have this thing. And I finally got it. Not only that, got an engine in it. It runs. Tons of motivation now. We'll get this thing on the road next few months. Really hope anyway. Providing everything keeps going like it is right now. That's 3 days worth of work I was doing. I was on camera and off camera. I'd come out here when I had spare time, look at the wiring and go over stuff that wouldn't work. And I finally got it. So now we're heading in the right direction. So I appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe. That will help us a lot. It'll help us buy some parts for this whole thing here. Share all the videos, like them, comment, all that good stuff. We appreciate it, and we'll see you down the road. Will Carl run finally? Huh? Huh? Okay.
I'm gonna see if this car can run now.
Let's see if Granddad's old ranchero will run for us. What do you think? You think it will?
Yeah!
All right. Let's get ready. You ready, bud? Huh? 1, 2, 3. How about that, buddy? Give him 5, bud. It runs, huh? Ooh, was it loud?